Ready?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to 1320. Are you gonna? Okay. I don't know what's going
The coolest hangout for teens and youth. Anyway.
on. What? No. No, because this would be coldest.
No, as in.
I
no,
would think
no.
cold. I wouldn't
Cold.
think cool.
Cold will be like. But this is like. Chill, it's chill. It's like cool. It's chill.
Okay, hangout.
Yeah.
Do hangout.
This is hangout.
What do you mean hang out? That's not. What is this?
You're hanging out. This is out. Like you're in or out. So yeah.
So yeah, so technically, right, you said the coldest out. Continue, what was the next
No,
thing?
out is this. Like
Yes,
Out.
out.
But then you're hanging. Like it's in the air. Hanging. Like.
Okay, then what did you do for teens?
Wait,
No, what did you do for teens?
When you have to like give someone a high five, then they don't.
Mhm.
So you're this way. Like they've left you hanging. Right? So
What did you do for teens? That's teens.
yeah, because when I just scare, they feel themselves.
Okay,
So
and you?
they're thinking about life.
I would have interpreted everything you said
Wrong.
as coldest out for children and adults. That's what I would do. That was because this, especially with like the smile, I just think children, and then this is like old men. Actually,
as in
I would have said coldest out, or I don't know. I don't even know how I would have interpreted this if you hadn't told me. But coldest out for children and old men.
No, it's youth. Youth are
Or
people,
grown
like,
men.
thinking like.
Yeah, that's not. But that. Welcome to 1320. What is your name?
This is how 2022 will go.
What is your name?
I am Vesemir Rafiki of Kenya. I'm Joseph Rafiki.
Karia Madera.
Yes.
And today, on today, I was gonna say on the January 9th. On the 9th of January, we're going to be talking about how I am the difference. Me, not you, me. I am the difference. So yeah, we're going to be discussing how we can beat a difference.
I
or how
thought
we
it's
can
only you.
It's only me, yes, that's true. But I'm now welcoming everybody.
Okay,
together.
bye.
Bye. I'll just continue
Guy,
by myself.
Oh my, that's harsh.
Like you wouldn't have done the same thing.
I wouldn't. I would be like, wait.
That's a lie. You see, even you know that's a lie. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the tagline and I am the difference is you don't have to be the best in order to change your world. You just need to care and be available. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I have recently been feeling a lot of just fatigue in terms of just like the world, and because I think like every other day there is news, especially now that we no longer just get, especially now that international news is more accessible. I feel like every other day we're finding out about something that's happening somewhere else, and a lot of the times now our problems are now interconnected because again the world has gotten a lot global, especially through the pandemic. But
The world has gotten global.
yeah, the world has gotten global. Yes.
Wait, was it a square?
It was a square before. Yes. You never heard of the flat Earth? That's what was going on before, and then the pandemic made everything a circle because it cut off.
That is harsh. But let us run with it, okay?
So anyway, so yes, the world is more global. So like I remember I like heard about some hurricanes that are happening in the Philippines because somebody that I know posted about it. I remember when there was the fires in Australia and in California. um, when there's been riots. Like, it's just like you feel so like it's just a part of your existence because you see it. There's no avoiding it. Um, Not to mention the fact that like a lot of the issues, or we have begun to realize that a lot of the issues that we experience and we think are singular are actually a shared experience. So, for example, it getting hotter, or some places, or actually, I don't think the places that are getting colder, but places that are getting hotter, that's all because of climate change. Like, we are all at the same time experiencing climate change. And so, yeah, so it feels overwhelming. Like, you feel fatigued. And I know for a fact, like, for me, there was a point in time when I had all these big dreams and all these things that I wanted to do. And now I'm kind of just like, I just want to be a good person and make enough money to live a good life and then die. Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, that's just it, because it gets really overwhelming because you feel like you're forced to deal with everybody's problems and you can't save everybody. And so it becomes this thing, one of my favorite YouTubers said, where you see everything, so you care about everything, but really you care about nothing at the same time. You get it? Because you're so involved in everything, and you care, quote unquote, about everything, that like when it comes down to it, do you actually care about anything? Yeah. So like you're like, oh yeah, this, oh racism, sexism, climate change, but then when it comes down to it, like if you're told, okay, pick one thing and stick with it, you're just like, I don't know if I care enough about any of those issues. Whereas, like, they're all issues and it's important to deal with them, but we've kind of gotten to the point where you just get emotionally fatigued. Not to mention, our generation is the one that has had to share the brunt of, like, growing up being told the world is ending. Like, growing up seeing the world, like, collapse. Um, you know what I mean? And so it just gets really overwhelming. And that's a really nice reminder that like you don't have to be extraordinary or incredible. You don't have to be Greta Thunberg to care about climate change. Essentially, like you just care, be available.
But some problems are regional.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Like
we
what?
can't really do anything about somebody being drowned by a kangaroo. Thank you, Australia, for bringing up new ways for us not to
The
actually
game A
visit.
Thousand Ways to
Yeah.
Die is based on Australia and Australia only. It's
Please,
just
my Australian mate, forgive her. She doesn't know what she's saying, okay? I mean, what do
says
you
the person
mind?
that just thanked them for coming up with new ways for people to die.
No, not for new
I
ways.
was playing off of your joke.
I said new ways for
Mhm.
people like to actually see that Australia is not a place to visit if you're going for like a tour or something.
Australia is not a place to visit.
Yeah.
I am also sorry for his comments. I'm not gonna do an Australian accent.
Come on, Mike. Anyway, Australia aside, right now we are talking about
Being a difference. What? What was that?
I'm trying to make those Arabic sounds.
Oh my
The, like
gosh.
the camel in the
With
distance.
your mouth.
I know it's not the best. I know it's not the best representation of Arabia, but yes. We're talking about our one of the people who are considered the big boys back in the day. Nehemiah, back in those sides, Persia and all, with King attacks. Yes. See, he was there with that squad.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was like Mbogiake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had the news, like when you say, she just said, like, if okay, I said about the kangaroo, but about the fires in LA,
Australia.
California,
Yeah.
in California and Australia and climate change, all that. Venye tumesikia these things, but we can't really do anything in our own power, like Sai. Like, we mwenye ukiambiwa there's a fire somewhere in Beverly Hills, what will you do about it? You really can't do anything about it. But Nehemiah akaambiwa, oe, kule home kubaya bro. And he was like, oe, wachekeshaje? Mimi ndabonga na ile sababu na yule dogo, but then he's the king. Naenda bonga na yule bazoo pale, alafu kiasi hivi tutacheka, naweza kukusort poa. So he went, he actually fasted and prayed obviously. You just can't fast unless you're me. So he prayed, he fasted, then he asked the king, like, excuse me, Jack, can I go to the toilet? He just asked if he could go and like see his land, because he heard that it was in ruins. And the king was like, yeah, sure, take whatever you need. Kaida, that would not have happened. Because, think of it this way, you are in the land of basically captivity. Although you have a high rank in that parliamentary organization, Kenyan parliament, although you have like a high rank, you are still in your land of captivity, if that makes sense. Because he was not born there. He was brought, his ancestors and all that, brought there, slavery and all that. But anyway, things worked out well for my G. Anyway, somebody not in his mindset would be like, there's no way that guy would allow me to go back to the land. So there's no point of asking. But then he chose to be different. He was like, I'm going to ask. If he says yes, well and good. If he says no, at least I tried. I was supposed to say that leads to point number 1. Does point number 1 have anything to do with trying? That leads to point number 0.1. At least try to be different. We don't need like you to have something extraordinary, something not seen in this world, like a third arm that can do miraculous things. No, just be different. When you see others doing something that is wrong, just be different. It might not really add up to much at that moment, but then later on you'll see like, that was actually a good idea. Huzzah, a man of quality. You know that? Yes, okay, yes.
Okay, so point number 1. To be the difference, you have to clearly define your mission. Yeah. Like how my mission is to be a good person and live a good life. That is a clearly defined mission. No, but
she is not.
Take that back.
Until you agree that what I just gestured at the beginning was the coolest thing.
I am a terrible human being.
Exactly.
So, when Nehemiah was going to the king, he didn't just like be like, yo dog,
what's up?
I gotta go back. Gotta sort some things out. Nah, he went and he knew what he was asking the king for. I believe he also asked the king for resources, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he asked so that he can rebuild the walls. That's all Nehemiah asked. Because he also prayed about it, and that's what he felt God telling him. And that was it. Like, it's very simple, just like rebuild my walls. And that kind of takes me back to last week when we were discussing like New Year's resolutions or things you want to do. And I said my thing for this year is just getting out of my comfort zone. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a clearly defined mission, getting out of my comfort zone. If I
follow or not, that is up to you.
If I'm presented with something that makes me feel uncomfortable, not uncomfortable in like a bad way, because obviously there's a difference, but something that I know is good, but it's something I've never done before, it's something yes, a challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was helping you.
Thank you.
I'm not against you every single time, okay? Relax. Where? Chill.
I'm sorry. So yeah, so that's my clearly defined mission for this year, is to get out of my comfort zone. And so when you clearly define your mission, you're able to be different, because then you're able to say yes to things others would say no to, like Rafiki said. You'd be able to take a different path than other people, because you look down that path and you're like, okay, but if I go down that path, that leads nowhere when it comes to my mission, whereas this path down here clearly takes me to the next place, or clearly helps me to accomplish my mission. So To be different, you have to clearly define your mission.
In short, blue pill, red pill thingy.
No.
Yes.
No.
You take this one,
No.
you follow that path.
Sweetie,
You take
no.
this one, you take the other
Sweetie,
path.
no.
Then come
Sweetie,
on. Agree to disagree. So,
Sure.
what is
I'm
it?
still right.
Yes.
So point number
We're
2.
on the right path. Point number 2. For you to something. Yes, to be the difference, you have to have a plan. Make the plan, execute the plan,
Failing to plan
expect
is
the plan.
planning to fail.
Excuse me, I'm not to something very
Toa
profound.
basi, toa.
Make the plan,
Point number 1.
execute the plan.
Point number 2.
Expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
4.
That's the whole thing.
Yep.
You need
That's
to,
how you be different.
yes, you need to have a plan. As in this story, let me just use this story. Nehemiah knew that he wanted to go and rebuild the walls.
Right. He had a plan to do so.
Yes.
You can't just build walls without a plan.
Mm.
They'll come out helter-skelter. Weird.
Yeah, because he wouldn't ask for resources if he didn't know what he was going to do with them.
Yep.
You get what you catch what I'm throwing. It's that.
Are you putting down what? No. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Okay, still you catch what I'm throwing.
You catch what I'm throwing.
Yes. Because like I throw it and they catch it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So now in our life, let's say for those who are lucky enough to be in day schools and can watch this every single Sunday, hi. You, especially like Form 4s, you know how we are going to like have 2 different KCSEs this year. It's going to be a bit weird. But for the Form 4s or this,
Much.
yes, for the March 4s,
Sure.
you know that you have like 3 months before the whole thing is in here. So what are you going to do in that time for you to actually achieve your goal? Because your mission is to like succeed, like go Peter
To
KCSE.
succeed.
Nobody will be sucking seed.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yes. So your whole plan is to like excel in your exam, right? But then, actually that's your mission.
Mm-hmm.
But then what's the plan?
What's your plan to execute your mission?
Oh, that.
There's a car that's roaring outside. That's what is making Rafiki act like this.
That is a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 2-liter 4-cylinder Toyota engine. I suspect it is double. I'm sounding like Hammond from Top Gear. Anyway. Where was I? Yes. You need to have a plan. You need to study, consult, discuss. It's just, it might seem like a normal
Write it
thing to
down.
do. Yes, it might seem like a normal thing to do, but then they say a journey of 1,000 miles.
Begins with a single step.
Exactly, the journey is 1,000 miles long. The plan is taking a step forward. Because when you take step 1, you take step 2, then 3, then 4, Tafika 500, Tafika 1,000, mission accomplished. I know that was very far-fetched, but
Yeah.
I managed.
And I wanted to add, is that okay?
Mm.
I wanted to add, so like just to give like an example. So my thing for this year is getting out of my comfort zone, and so there's certain things that I have already like set my mind to do. So I have like a 2022 like vision board and like expectations and stuff like that, and so it's particular things. For example, this year I want to read more books. I've given myself a minimum of 12 books at least, so that's 1 book a month. That shouldn't be too difficult to accomplish. Another goal is to listen to more diverse music. I've already started doing that, and so it's like it might seem like small things, but those are things that are pushing me outside of my comfort zone. And so even with your mission, there comes a plan, because your plan, as Rafiki said, helps you execute your mission. Do you want to do point number 3?
Yes, of course. Point number 3, to be the difference, you have to get others involved. Yes.
Nehemiah didn't build the world by himself.
Yes. Okay. You had to take the story.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You take the story. I have the more how do I call this, day-to-day type
Right.
life
Yeah.
way of explaining. So you want to explain?
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, Nehemiah didn't build the wall by himself.
Done.
He.
So that's
No, that was
basically the
actually
point.
really funny.
That's basically the
That
point.
was actually really funny. Continue. I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those who are not in Kenya, I am sorry, but there's this saying that we have. It's a methali. It's a methali. Kidole kimoja hakivunji chawa. And there's another variation of mkono moja hauchinji ng'ombe. In short,
And people are
you
one-handed.
did you have to? I mean, you didn't have to go there, but you did.
But I did.
Anyway, there's something that you can do on your own, and that's fine. Bravo. But then there's some other things that you need to like get others involved.
Yes.
Either for them to help you, like actually helping you physically,
Yeah.
or them helping you being like your eye in the sky, like a guide type of help.
Your guy in the chair. We'll get that reference, don't worry.
Spider-Man Ned. I know that. I watched Homecoming. So, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Yes, you need to get others involved. In short, you can't watch a football match with only one player. That would be a very boring match. You need the whole team for it to be fun, and each
All
team.
the super strikers.
Yes, yes. Funny thing.
That's the only football I care to watch.
Super strikers are like what? 7 of them. There are never 11. Anyway,
Maybe they play six-a-side. Six-a-side is a type of football.
yeah, but it would be very rare to have a whole championship about it.
Six-a-side is a pretty big deal.
Okay. I'm not a big football person. Okay.
You know what's weird?
What?
I can't watch regular football. I don't understand it. But Super Strikers, I know everything that's going on. I know everything that's going on. I know how many goals each team has. It's weird.
You should watch GGO football. You will hate that thing because it's amazing. So
So I'll hate it because it's amazing.
yeah,
Okay.
as in, it's so good.
I'm gonna hate it.
Paka wakati inaisha, you'd be like, why? So where was I going? Yes, the team.
You can't watch football when it's one player.
Yes,
That's all
you need a team, and each team has like different roles, right? Each team
Each
member.
team has yes.
Each team member, okay. Each team member has different roles.
Yeah, like in a bakery. One has cinnamon rolls.
For the person who switched our personalities today, please reverse it. I am the one who's supposed to be this annoying, okay? So,
Another one has Danish pastries. Those are technically not rolls, but they want to make them.
next time I'm doing 1320 alone.
You see, you said you wouldn't, and now look at you. It's come back to bite you.
Understand
God.
sarcasm, okay?
I was also being sarcastic, okay?
So, you have the defenders, you have the strikers, you have midfielders, the wingers and the goalkeepers and everyone. Not everybody can be a striker, right? Imagine
No.
having a whole football team where everyone is a striker. Like a goalkeeper and a striker.
Oh my gosh.
Or
but the
everyone is a goalkeeper. That would be fun.
I think it was switched back. I think whoever was supposed to switch switched back immediately.
No, that would be funny. Imagine.
Are you actually dying of laughter? It's such a basic concept. You're literally dying of laughter. It's such a basic concept. I need tissue. Hold on. Ah, okay. You're dying of it's such a basic concept.
No. Not
Yes.
in my head. Not in my
Okay,
head.
what's
I'm
going on in
seeing.
your
I'm
head?
literally seeing 11 people standing at the goal.
That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing the same thing. But it's not. Okay, are you done now?
I'll not use that
You know
analogy.
what to us? Is it two different teams? Oh my god.
In short, you need to get others involved. That's the whole thing. I don't know if there's point number 4. I don't think I'll be able to handle it.
Number 4.
Thank
As you can see, Raf got me involved in this laughter, so.
Thank you for that.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to breathe, but you keep laughing. Thank you for watching 1320. I'm also Keria and Rafiki will pray. We just can't do that right now. Ooh.
Okay, thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you've had fun. I hope you can tell that we are a different show. We are not like any other teens show. This is my back hurts. I'm trying to position myself in a way that it doesn't hurt, but every time I speak, it hurts.
Stop, please. Oh my god. I'm literally crying.
So yes. Anyway, we really appreciate you keeping up with us. We'll pray.
I don't know.
Let me pray. I think I'm the one who can get a better grip of myself right now. Let us pray. Thank you, dear Father, for this amazing afternoon that you've given us. We thank you for the team that has brought all of this together. We thank you for the people watching. I even thank you, Father, for my co-host. May you help her. She needs it. Thank you, Father, for this opportunity that you've given us to speak to the people, to make a difference in this world that wants to stay the same. I pray that you're going to be with us throughout this week, that you're going to guide us and protect us. In Jesus' name I pray, trusting and believing. Amen.
Thank you for watching 1320. We hope you have a great week.
We'll see you next time.
And remember to be the difference. Gandhi once said, be the change that you want to see in the world.
I
Gandhi was
once
not a
said,
great
I once
person,
said,
but it
have
was
a
a
nice
great
week.
quote.